You might notice a little extra pep in my step. This is no April Fool's here. Yesterday afternoon, the Purdue Boilermakers defeated Tennessee and are headed to the Final Four for the first time since 1980. Now, I came from a large family of Boilermakers, so yesterday was one of excitement and also nostalgia as I reflected on my time at Purdue when I actually hosted the men's basketball games. Oh, there it is. And then in a slow-mo, there it is in my. Oh, Mary. But man, it makes it all worth it because we are Arizona bound.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Congratulations.
I feel like we have to congratulate you, Mary.
Yeah.
You guys, it feels like I achieved something, which is concerning. But when I tell you, this game was yesterday. I had to drive back from Indianapolis to St. Louis. I was in the car, okay? The first Elite 8 game my mom had been, or the Sweet 16, she had been holding her rosary. So in the car, I grabbed my rosary, and I'm driving, and I'm listening to this game on the radio like, rosary in hand.
Rosary just dangling at you.
Yes. I was like, Jesus, I don't know if I'm allowed to pray for this, but I have a few requests.
He answers all prayers.
Yeah, no
answers all
kidding.
prayers.
No
Look at that.
kidding.
Look at
all
that.
prayers.
It was so exciting.
It was a good game.
So
It was a
exciting.
good game, right?
The
And
highlights
I
were
love
crazy.
listening in the car on the radio. I love listening to the Blues radio
Yeah.
host in the car. Sometimes it's just a different, like more gritty experience.
That it's
Yeah.
So
nostalgia, that imagination. It felt beautiful, but it's a big deal. We're taking on.
1980.
Yeah.
1980. That's a long time.
That's a long time coming, and I know NC State is also a little bit of a. It's been a long time.
1983. They are too. A kind of a Cinderella in this whole. I think Alabama overall is like the Cinderella, but
Yeah.
NC State. I mean, North Carolina. Those of you who know North Carolina basketball, UNC, NC State, Duke. How I was explaining it before we started
Yeah.
the show was UNC and Duke are usually like the two that go head to head.
Yes.
And we know, one of them. If either or win, it's cool.
Yeah.
But when NC State takes it over, it's like, whoa, what just happened?
I'm not the biggest basketball fan, but I do love a good underdog story.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
this
for
is,
sure.
let's see, NC State, only 1.94% of
Yeah.
brackets picked them to make it to
Yeah.
the Final Four.
They busted my bracket.
I hear you all. I see you. I understand. But what you need to know about Purdue basketball
Okay, we're listening. We're listening.
is that this is, I think, just as big of a deal. The Big Ten never gets a lot of praise when it comes to
No, not at
basketball.
all. No,
not
not
at
at
all. So NC
It's-
State, yes,
it's
but
football.
Purdue's always
Yeah.
the one that's like looked down upon, overrated. They're going to
NC State
choke.
is as
Not
well.
a tournament team.
So I gotta ask you, who is winning next Saturday? Well, this coming up Saturday.
Purdue.
Why did I even ask
We
that?
knew Mary would say
I
that.
even
We
asked
knew
that.
Mary would
My
say
mom
that.
has a rosary. I have my rosary. What more needs to be said?
I will say, I'm
love
gonna go a little
this.
deeper. Edie is 7'4".
Yes.
Going against, I think, DJ Burns, I think his name is.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that, that duo down in the paint.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited. I'm
Duo
excited.
down in the
And
paint.
I will
I
say
like
this.
that.
I will say this. Honestly, I am just proud that the team made it here. Like, it's a big deal.
I'm
to make it to the
genuinely
Final Four.
excited for you.
Yeah, it is.
genuinely
It's
excited for you.
exciting, and seeing Robbie Hummel, who's now announcing Purdue basketball, shake hands with Matt Painter. I mean, I remember when Robbie Hummel got hurt, and my brother had tears in his eyes.
Oh, my.
And kind of like
Yeah.
watching him, it felt like this was not just for this team. This was
Yeah.
for the program. This was
Yeah.
for all of
Yeah.
those players before who came so close to this.
Right.
And now to see it happen, I mean,
And all the
it's just-
fans.
really
and
quick.
all the fans.
Who
Really
stood
quick.
by them?
So you said Purdue is going to beat NC State.
Yeah.
Who is winning UConn versus Alabama?
I think UConn.
Okay.
I watched that UConn-Illinois game, and it just.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And that's also in my bracket, and I don't want to eat mayo. Remember, we're going against Dusty.
I think Dusty better get ready for that mayonnaise.
Yeah, I think so.